Superstars, it is time for math. We are on lesson 12-3, more comparing objects by length. You've learned to compare the length of two objects. You're going to learn how to compare the lengths of three objects in this lesson. Let's say Maria has 3 cube trains, and she wants to order them from the shortest to the longest. How can she do that? Let's look down here at our work mat, and we are going to put our cube trains on this red line over here. So she has 3 cube trains. Here's 1. Here's 2. And here is 3. So these are our cube trains. I'm going to draw a line so you can see the cubes. Now, what do I do first to compare the cube trains? I want to see the lengths of the cube trains, so I line them up. So we have them at the end of that red line. We make sure it's even. So which cube train is the shortest? This one, it has 2 cubes. It is the shortest. So that one is on top. Which is the longest? The cube train with 4. So we have the shortest and the longest here, and we put them in order. So the first one is the shortest, and then we go longer and longest. All right, now Maria has 3 more cube trains. So we're going to go on the right side over here. Let's line up her cubes. She has 3 more. There's 2. And here's 3. So again, we are going to see which is the shortest and the longest. So we have this one over here. It has 1 cube. So that's the shortest. Our second cube train is longer than the first because it has 3 cubes. And our third cube train is the longest. There are 4 cubes in that cube train. So we go short, longer, longest. And over here on the left, we also had short and then longer and longest. We can say long, longer, and longest, or shortest and longest. Let's turn our paper over. Let's look at our first box up here. Oops, let me get my correct pencil or pen, sorry. Let's look at our first box. What do you see? It looks like 3 screws. So how can you describe their lengths? We can say short, shorter, and shortest, or we can say long, longer, and longest. Let's look over here at our second box. So how can you describe the length of this screw compared to the other 2? So look at this one. We're going to compare it to these 2 screws. Well, it looks like it's the shortest. All right, let's look at our third box. Why are 2 screws lined up? To measure the length. So which screw is longer? This one. That is longer than the other screw. Let's look at our last box. All right, tell me what you see. The screws are ordered by length from shortest to longest. All right, let's look at our first problem. Number 1. Right here. All right, you are to circle the longest object and mark an X on the shortest object. So which is the longest object in number 1? This hammer is the longest hammer. And which is the shortest? You put an X on it. This one is the shortest. All right, so let's look at number 2. Circle the longest. Which one would it be? This wrench is the longest. All right, which one is the shortest wrench? Put an X on it. It's this one. All right, number 3. Again, circle the longest and mark an X on the shortest. So which screwdriver is the longest? This one. All right, put an X on the shortest. It's right here. Number 4. Which is the longest paintbrush here? Circle the longest. And which one is the shortest? Put an X on it. It would be this one. Good job, superstars. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.